晚安，你好。So good evening, and I'm very happy to come here to share this whole world is a single flower. And our two great Zen Masters already give you many direct our practice, this direction. So to me, this whole world single flower is not just a theme. Actually, it's happening every day, here and now, every day. So, you know, this story, when Mongong Zen Master write this calligraphy, it was towards the end of the world, end of this conflict, this war in Korea. So on the Independence Day, he wrote this whole world is a single flower without anger or, you know, what else? No anger, yeah. So I think that is the most important point, that we have to digest it. And it's not about a concept, it's how we use it in our everyday life. So why Zen is so interesting for us, because it really pointing to our everyday life. What is happening now? And I like this question, what is this? Now Zen always give us this question, what is this? So what is this actually? This question bring us back to this whole world is a single flower. And you know, Zen Master always say three things we have to, you know, like three factors. First, we have some understanding, or we say some wisdom or knowledge about the things we have to learn. Second is attain. Attain this substance is the whole world single flower. And the third is how do we function this whole world single flower, the theme in our everyday life. So yesterday, just now, our Sunim, Heitong Sunim, talked about he came to Korea. He also, you know, get some insight. But when I arrived in Singapore, Malaysia, yesterday, I also attained this whole world as a single flower by one of the students here. So when I reach my room, hotel room, and then they are very helpful. They want to help me to fix my mobile phone. You know, they want to get me a SIM card. And then sometimes it's very difficult for us because I'm a nun for a long time, so I'm idiot with technology. I'm not like you, you know, so I'm very stupid. I have no idea. I have conflict in my mind. Oh, I need to call Hong Kong, you know, there are many important issues going on there and how they can connect with me. So, Chinwen Sanim and her student, Ping Ping demonstrate whole world is a single flower. He said, no problem, Sifu, let me help you. Then within half an hour, she solved my problem. So this whole single flower means make harmony, make conflict turn the conflict into harmony, turn some situation into like happiness. Then you and the problem and the person connect and make world peace. So there are two stories I'd like to share. First of all, I think Hokmen Temple is a demonstration of a whole world single flower. You should clap hands. Well, why this need to be recognized? Because, you know, this temple is in the middle of, surrounded by, you know, this Malaysian Malay hawker. Hawker is not like a businessman. They, you know, everything meant a lot to them. But this nun here, she has no idea what she is doing. Her teacher just want to do something, and then she does help to build this temple. And when I hear her story, it's not easy. It's not easy. Being a Chinese, to build something in the middle of the, this hawker area, this market, it's not easy. Nowadays, it's not even easy for us to drive a car coming here. Imagine, we have to build a big temples like this. It's not easy. So, when I talk to her, she also have, this courage of building this temple, and also in her mind, what shall I do? What can I do? That time she didn't practice Zen. Many of us here, we didn't practice Zen, but if we have this curiosity, you have some direction, you want to do something, then when question appear, you will have this, oh, what can I do? What shall I do? This question is very important, like this theme, what is this whole world single flower? So if you cannot make harmony, I don't think you can build a temple here. So maybe later on she can share many stories about, how she lived here. And I see some of the people want to kick her out too. But she's still here because she has this substance. We say this whole world single flower is not a concept, it's inside our mind. This substance is inside all of us. We have this substance, this nature. That's our nature of being harmony. But very often we have karma. We have many, many thinking. We have many, many ideas. So come back to my experience of using this theme and what is this to solve my problem. I like to share with you. So 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I did a solo retreat in Causeway Bay. Any of you have been to Hong Kong? Oh, very few hands. You should come to Hong Kong. Then you like Malaysia more. You don't know how lucky you are. Maybe because of that you're spoiled. So you come to Hong Kong, and then Hong Kong is not an easy place to stay, very difficult. So that time I did my solo retreat in the city, not in the mountain. I was in the city, in my room, for 100 days. I did my solo retreat in the city, in my room for 100 days. So towards the end, as you heard from the introduction, I also live in Thailand. So I have this Theravada tradition background. So at that time, my Thailand teacher, Tan Ajahn Pongsak, was still alive. He just died last month. But he called me because he's aging. So even though I'm in this 100 days retreat, when this phone call, I answer the phone. Then he asked me some questions. And that time I said, teacher, Ajahn, I have this retreat. The things you want to ask me to help, I don't think I can help you. Then it looks as if he didn't hear that. He again said, want me to, help with the situation. Then suddenly, they say when you're practicing, your Dharma is strong, also your karma is strong. So suddenly, destroying this whole world single flower, this opposite energies arise. Boom, boom, boom. Very angry. So I seldom get angry especially with my teachers or my seniors. I rarely have that. And I've been a nun. And, people call me Zen Master. I still have this anger, Very angry to my teacher. Didn't you hear that? I'm in solo retreat. I am, this I am is really, is our biggest enemy. So when I hung up the phone, then I have this question, what is this, What is this? Great suffering appear. Very, very suffering. Honestly, I seldom have suffering. I'm a very joyful person, so suffering to me is very rare. So really suffer. Oh, I feel so bad. First, I get angry to my teacher. Second, this anger appear inside, in here, in my, like a volcano from my dantian, boom, explosion. So I'm very, very sad. And this sadness is like a shadow. This shadow follow me 24 hours. So even I sleep, I have this suffering. In the middle of the night, I have this suffering. And then I just say, what is this? I know it's not correct to have this anger, but why this suffering appear? What shall I do? What is this? So for 3 days, no matter this attachment of anger, or just now, our Devang Zen Master say this I, when it appear, it won't let go. I want to let go, but this suffering, this feeling won't let go. So what can I do? What is this? What is this? What am I? What shall I do? I keep asking this question for 3 days. So on the 3rd day, then I was doing my exercise. Every day I do exercise. So in my room, I have a little good fortune. Usually in Hong Kong, you cannot, it's like here, I cannot see outside, I'm like 4 walls are concrete. But I have some windows that I can see outside and have blue sky and a little green slope. So I can see some nature. So I was doing this exercise, this Yikan Ging, pulling my arm and then breathing in, breathing out. But this suffering is still there. So then I said, what is this? Can you just let me go? I talked to this suffering. Can you let me go? Then suddenly this eyes, which I've been looking every day, outside this window, which I look at, this tree is always green. So then suddenly this one Kong-an appeared. Just now our Zen Master Dae Kwan talked about, there are many our Kong-an stories. So suddenly this Kong-an appear in my consciousness. The Kong-an is about one monk come to ask Zen Master Jojo, why Bodhidharma come to China? Then Jojo Zen Master say, cypress tree in the garden. So when I remember this Kong-an, I said, why does suffering come to my consciousness? I asked this question to myself. Why does suffering come to my consciousness? Then my eyes look at this tree is green. Then the tree is green. Boom. All the suffering disappear. So, well, what I'm trying to say is, actually, they take more time than me. Give me 2 more minutes, I will done. So.
It's not true.
But
exactly took 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Time.
Thank you. I'm sorry. See, when you practice, then we don't fight. We just say, I'm sorry. So this is the whole world single flower. Please bring this substance back into your everyday life and use it in everyday life and bring world peace. Bring peace among your family, among your friends, and whatever happened to you. Thank you very much.